Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, throw up your windows. Why? Because it's time for John Perrotta's Comedy Factory Zoom Alooza, sponsored in part by Brill Cream. Because every now and then you want to have a shiny head. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, the man that Paula Abdul straight up and loved, your host, John Perrotta.
Mike Cronin, the bad boy of comedy in the early 90s, turned Christian comic. Good to see you. We got some great guests on tonight. Dave Sinclair, very funny guy from the New Bedford area that I worked one night. We opened for Bobby Collins at the Comedy Connection. I got Elaine Pelino, was a Houston Oilers cheerleader, actress, comedy, does it all. We got Larisa Entin, who's very funny, came onto the scene. She was picking up steam when the pandemic hit. She's a nurse during the day, first responder. We got Lady D, Darlene Andrade, sings every summer on Federal Hill. People from all over come and see her, and she's a phenomenal singer. We had a show in March that New Bedford, they got canceled. Unfortunately, we had a big crowd coming. And we got the one and only Dutchess SS from the south side of Providence is in the house. We got a great lineup tonight. Mike Cronin, I'll get to you in a minute. I got to tell you, I'm quarantined right now. I'm quarantined because I had to take my wife to the Cleveland Clinic last week. She has to go. She had a double lung transplant about almost 8 years ago. Had to take her out there. First of all, we went out there and the car rental. I went to the car rental place, and I got in the car, and I didn't know how to start the car. There was no key. There was the thing that opened the door and locked the door. The guy had to come out and show me. You step on the brake and press a button. I guess that's how the cars are now. I had no clue what was going on. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" I pressed the brake. I start the car up. Drove to Cleveland, Ohio, over 2 days. Stayed out there for a day. She got all her testing done. Came back 2 days. I was completely wiped out. Some things I noticed, service area in New York, they had a Sopranos pinball machine, air hockey, all different games, and there were signs on all of them. Closed due to COVID. I was like, you got to be kidding. I would have loved to play the Sopranos pinball or an air hockey game. Because of the virus, you can't even do that stuff. So I got back, and because I traveled, we had a quarantine. I was told you got to go for a test, which I got done Friday, and I'll know Monday, Tuesday. As long as I don't have the virus, then I can do whatever. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. I'm quarantined.
Yeah.
So, and I also I got booked for a gig. This is big. This is how comedy is booming. I got booked the other day for a gig in June of 2022. God. I did this is how bad this is. I got one gig booked the rest of the year, and this lady calls me, Betsy, really nice lady. I did her son's graduation party last summer. I was sweltering heat in July outside. It was awful. Great people. And then she calls me and books me for her other son, Ben's party in 2022. Does anybody want to come that night and be with me? I got about 2 years to the gig.
I think I have something that night, John.
You think you got something that night?
I'm booked 2 years ahead of
I would
time.
have put you in my calendar, but I don't have a calendar for 2022 yet.
I don't either. I don't either. I'm like shell-shocked.
The phone does it. It's in there. Book
It does?
me.
I don't know how to use it. I'm just kidding.
We're going to start off with the bad boy of comedy, Mike Cronin. Are you open in 2022, June 25th? You can bring the sound.
Yes, I'm available. I definitely
You can bring the sound.
Absolutely, I'll be there.
What's going on with you, Mike? What's going on in your world?
Well, you know what? I missed you, John. We haven't talked in like a couple of weeks. You were on the road with Terry. I'm glad that everything went well in Cleveland. You had the test to come back.
She had 6 appointments. Like, I can't stand going to the doctor for myself. 1 appointment. We got to the Cleveland Clinic. It's a massive complex, all different buildings. From 7 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, 6 appointments. I stayed calm. I was out of my mind. I was out of my mind, Mike. Did you ever have 6 doctor's appointments in one day?
You know, I never have. Although I will tell you, last year was a challenging year for me health-wise. I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic and didn't
I am
even
too.
know it. I was walking around for 5 years not knowing that I was type 2. So in terms of medical relations, I can get what you're saying, but things are good.
You got to make sure you do your blood work. You got to go to the doctor every year, brother.
Here's what I do. I poke my finger every day. I
Yeah.
put that blood glucose thing in there, and then I get my reading. That's what I do.
You
Okay.
are right.
Even one day out, that's like a
Right, Larissa, that's all you can do. That's all you can do, because you know what? I'm a bachelor. You can't leave me alone out in the open world and not let me know, hey, you've got a dietary problem. You are a diabetic, because I'm going to run wild. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. I'm going to eat donuts. I'm going to eat cake. I'm going to eat pizza. This is what I do. I'm
Mike.
62 years old.
You are a man after my heart.
Am I really? I mean,
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
get
yeah,
to know me
but
truly,
Croissant.
Mike, before I went on my diet, before the pandemic, I was having 2 donuts a day. I sat down and figured it out, which is pretty easy to do. 60 days times 2. I mean, 30 days times 2, 60 donuts a month I was eating.
Oh,
are
God.
you
Once in a
serious?
while, a cinnamon bun was tossed in there.
Hey, they
You know what
say
I mean?
you are what you eat, so I guess you're a donut.
Here's what I do. Here's what I do. I take my blood sugar in the morning. So I took it today. I'm 112. I'm like,
You're
we're
beautiful.
good. We're good. So
You're
today I went out.
Had
went
the
to a Rig-
donut.
No, I didn't have a donut, but I went to a
What kind of
Rigner's.
drink?
We had some chicken wings. I dipped it in some teriyaki, which may or not have some sweet relations to up it. That's what I do.
All right, bad boy.
Did
We're
you
gonna move this
enjoy it?
around. We got a lot of energy in this thing. We got Dutchess SS from the South Side. What's going on over there, Dutchess?
Well,
Coming to us
actually,
live.
I'm not on the south side right now.
You're
I'm
right.
actually in North Carolina.
You're in North Carolina.
Yes, Jacksonville,
Wow.
stand up.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
my baby's birthday. I'm finally a mother of an 8-year-old son.
Wow.
Praise
Congratulations.
God.
Tell them we said happy birthday.
Oh.
Yes, I
Did
sure
you
will.
did you drive out there again, or
No, actually, I flew this time. I wanted to
I know
get
you
here
drove
quickly.
you
I was
drove
running
last
late.
time. You drove
Yeah.
last time.
Mhm.
That's
You know,
tough.
I can't sit still. Oh, I can't sit still. I'm quarantined now too, so
Yeah.
Oh.
you know
It's
what you're
not
doing.
easy.
I was quarantined at baby daddy house, but he got on my nerve. I had to leave there.
We'll be,
I
we'll
got
be-
showtime.
we'll be back to you, Duchess. Dave Sinclair, my buddy from New Bedford. We opened for Bobby Collins. Had a great night. And what's up, Dave? What's going on in your world? I know you got a new grandchild. You went out to Minnesota.
I do, and I got to fly too. And talking about COVID, if you did they make the announcements on the plane when you flew down to North Carolina that
Yeah.
the stewards stand? Did you hear the new one that they have now?
What's
In
one?
addition to making sure that you put the mask on you before you help somebody else, they actually said if you're wearing a face covering, take the face covering off before you put the oxygen mask on.
Yeah.
I fell on the floor laughing when they said that.
I heard that. They did have that. They did say that.
Right.
I
So
was confused. I thought I didn't hear it right.
the stewardess says to me, the flight attendant says to me, "Why are you laughing so hard?" I said, "How are we ever going to get rid of the stupid people if we keep telling them this stuff?"
Yes. I was
That's
one of the
crazy,
stupid
dude.
people that sat by the the seat where the door is. They're
Yeah.
like, "So, are you gonna do this?" And I'm like, "Huh? Like, I'm tired." What did you say to me? You wanted me to? Did I pay for this? Did I pay to save everybody? I don't know how to open the door, guys. I don't think y'all should pick me. I think y'all should chase me.
All
Yeah,
right, Duchess.
There were
Yeah,
only
that's
8
a
people on
favor.
the flight, so
8
I got
people
to
on a
help my
flight.
seat. Nobody was by me. Yeah, it was
Wow.
empty. It was very
empty. So you were on a
interesting.
plane by yourself and you was with 8 people, Dave. That's crazy. Elaine Pelino, cheerleader, Houston Oilers. What's going on? You got any, you had a crazy story last time. You got any stories?
I got a couple for later. I better start off easy.
Yeah, whatever you're going to do.
Anyway, yeah, I've just been actually going out. In fact, Lady D, I saw you last Saturday night. You were in the big box, the glass box. You were
Yeah, I
fabulous.
call it an aquarium. I'm like, I feel like a fish in an aquarium.
It was fun. I was with my friend, the Frankie Valley guy, Michael Panorama, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Mark Toro was there.
Oh
too.
yeah, I saw you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was waving to you. You probably did. Who's that?
No, I've never met you before, and I know Mike, and I saw you.
Uh-huh.
So I was waving, you know.
Oh, I know, me too. But no, you're fabulous. You were really
Thank
great.
you.
And yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. Was it real hot in there, or was it just okay?
Actually, this was last Saturday. You
Last
said?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was-
They have that white lattice like
Mhm.
around. Excuse me. So the plexiglass comes down in front of us and on either sides of us, but below on the bottom part is a lattice, and so there's air that comes through there, and air comes from behind us. So no,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not too bad.
Mhm.
This is what we're living in. Oh my
I know. Isn't
goodness.
that crazy?
Crazy. What's
Yes.
that? What's that, Elaine?
No, but at least you're performing. Thank God for that. I mean, at least there's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really was fun. It was a beautiful night.
It was.
Actually very nice.
Yeah, it's better. They say it's better.
Make it out there.
Outside is, they're saying is better than inside for
Oh yeah.
virus.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the virus, they say outside is a lot better. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We got to go to Larisa Entin. She's a
Yeah,
nurse, first responder, comedian. Came over from Russia in '92. She's dynamite. Larisa, what's up?
Well, I was actually finishing up my final project for the next Sunday when I'm performing to stand
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna-
for Rihanna.
Yeah.
So I finally finished, hopefully appropriate.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like twice a month. I'm gonna have 4 or 5 comics do a few minutes each of comedies because we do all Zoom. It's like a Zoom talk show, but what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start doing a little more. Try it out next Sunday, see how it goes. I'll get Darlene, Dave, whoever wants to come on. We'll put a few comics on if they want to do 5, 6, 7 minutes, whatever.
Oh,
We'll have
perfect.
some fun. Yeah,
I
seven
find
seven
myself
minutes,
in-
8 minutes, whatever. We do our own thing here. So
I
your
find
act is ready to go, Larisa. It's ready to
Yeah,
go.
so I timed myself. It is 5 minutes,
Beautiful.
whatever it is you call it.
How's everything at the hospital?
I was on vacation last week.
Oh,
So I
you were
went
on
to my
vacation.
Congratulations.
Where'd you go? Did you go anywhere?
Newport, and stayed at my best friend's house.
Oh, that's good.
It's not the same. It's just not the same.
Oh,
but
of course not.
it's away from home.
Yeah, you got a break. You got a break. And then we got Lady D, Darlene Andrade. What's going on with you in her world?
Oh yeah. As Elaine said, I'm back to work. I was a little frightened, singing on Federal Hill, and that is the only gig I have right now. And like I said, they built us a stage. They drop it down on the street, and now there's tables all in front of us, tables behind us. It's crazy. But I mean, like I said, I feel safe because I'm back there. But last night I actually got a little ticked off at some people and told them about themselves because they're like right to the right of me on a table and they were getting up and dancing. I'm like, you know what? You keep doing that, I'm going to start playing all slow songs and put all your butts to sleep. So I'm
There
like,
you go. There
sit
you
your
go.
butt in the chair and learn how to chair dance, you know?
So they can't dance. There's no dancing.
Difficult. I mean, just for us as a comedian to speak, to speak and try to get laughs from people. I mean, how are you going to get laughs from people when there's no one there? You know. So, I know it's going to be fun what you're doing. I will definitely. I have my set that I made for us on Friday the 13th in March that we never got to do. So I have all that.
Yeah,
So-
I'll have you. I'm gonna have whoever wants to do it. So I'll have you on sometime. I'm gonna have a few on that every once in a while. I'll do some stand up, and I'm not gonna do it because I usually work the crowd and I can't work a Zoom, so I can't.
John, can I ask Darlene a question?
You can. You don't have to read. Go ahead, Mike. Ask Darlene a question.
Darlene, when you said that to those people that were like coming up close to you, how did they respond to what you said to them? I mean, back off.
Actually, they were not coming up to me because the stage is lifted up, and I was actually looking down at them, and they kept getting up. So when I went on my break, I did go over to them with my mask on and told them, look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you out, but I love my job and I don't want to lose it.
Right.
So if Gina Raimondo has any people out here watching us, you're going to end up shutting this down, and it's not only going to hurt me as the entertainer, it's going to hurt all the restaurants.
Right.
People just don't follow the rules, and they make it worse for everybody.
So there's no dancing. There's no dancing.
Nope.
They can sit in their seats, tables, watch you. No dancing.
Oh, that's weird. They can't dance.
But I did tell them. I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with you're at your table with, say, 5 people. You have a mask on. If you stand up right in front of your table and you want to dance right there, I don't think that would be a problem with Governor Raimondo. But when you come and see a bunch of people with no masks on, clustered, dancing together, that's a problem.
Darlene, let me ask you this, because you brought up an interesting point to me. You said when they were coming up to you, I'm going to slow you down. I'll play a slow song to sit you down. Now, what happens when you play which is a popular dance song, which is very familiar to a lot of people? They normally would get up and start dancing around. What happens at that live gig?
Nothing.
Just what I said happens. People get up and dance.
They do get up and dance.
Yeah.
And you got to tell them, and you got to be the dance police and tell them to sit down.
Right, right, John, exactly. Are they not allowed to get up and dance?
Me, Mike, and Dave, we can start a security company. Come over there and be the dance police. We'll make sure if they get up, they got to sit down. Dave will go over, Mike.
They have
supervisors.
They have Tony the dancing cop over there with his whistle.
Has he been there too?
No, I'm only kidding.
I remember him from years ago when my mother was alive. I used to go downtown. She worked at the Providence Journal. I go to lunch with her, and we'd see him when he was younger. A lot. This back a long time ago, 30 years ago.
With some messed up knees.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in quite a while.
I think he has retired.
Yeah, he has retired.
Tony moved out to Florida. He's a dear friend of mine. Matter of fact, his last Christmas party at his house, he invited me to. Great guy, love him dearly. We had a good time, very good time.
Yeah. His wife is nice too, good people.
Donna, great people, great people. Donna beats me on word blitz, and she cheats.
He's directing.
I never played word. Did you ever play Word Blitz, Dave? I never heard of that game.
I'm hooked on.
Yeah, I obviously Scrabble, but never heard of Word Blitz.
Well, Donna Laporte cheats at Word Blitz.
Did you ever play? There's a game, Bananagram. Bananagram. Dana Nathanson's father invented it, and it got really popular. I've seen that in the places. I think
Gazillionaire.
Is he from Bananagrams?
Yeah.
Dana Nathanson's dad. And if those of you who are viewing, if you don't know who Dana Nathanson is, she was the first general manager of the Comedy Connection. Her dad invented that game. So, what does that tell you? Dana's sitting on a pile of cash for a personal loan.
We got to have her open up a comedy club for us.
Yeah, my friend brings that game over here and we play it. It's pretty fun.
Bananagrams?
Bananagrams. And there's a building somewhere that says Bananagrams. I guess. Did he pass away?
Yeah, the father passed away. Unfortunately, yeah.
I've seen the building that says Bananagrams. So
her dad passed away a few years ago, sadly.
Dave Sinclair, you ever play Bananagrams with the grandkids?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I never played it yet.
I haven't. No.
Dave's my man. So what else you been up to, Dave?
Not a whole lot. I've done so far since COVID. I've done 2 shows in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And they were outdoor shows where everybody's like 10 feet apart, which makes it even harder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because as you know, when you get comedy, you want everybody huddled together, and it's kind of hard. It's tough,
Yeah,
and
it's
plus
definitely tough.
not performing for 4 months, you know, you're rusty.
Yeah,
The
I
rust
haven't
is
been
there.
up
The
in 5
timing's
months.
off.
Yeah, it's
Well,
tough.
you were saying you do crowd work, right?
Yeah.
So you couldn't do this. You could do it on a Zoom show. Just randomly call people. Just pick up the phone and call somebody at home and just start
calling
Yes,
people.
that would be perfect.
Calling people and busting them up, right?
Yeah, call them up.
Yes.
Like romper room.
That'd be a segment.
That's an awesome idea because you can.
Yeah, I'm
put
gonna stop
your-
crank calling. The cops will be over here.
Hey,
Wait,
brother, what kind of hair you
There
got?
be
You know?
somebody in your call log.
I'll call the wrong guy, and I'll have the guy outside with his sawed-off shotgun or something. You crazy, Dave.
You're the guy that's been calling my wife.
Yeah, right.
I'm liable to dial the wrong number, and something could go down.
That's an awesome idea, though. Like you
If
can.
I wait for Mike Cronin to take his bike and get over here, I'll be in trouble.
Oh!
Or even have people send you their phone number ahead of time, so you get a list of people that you can just call up and talk
I'm
to.
just gonna stay on Zoom and crank people.
Or the
like
comics,
jerky
the
boys.
comics that are coming, we can just like say, here, call my father-in-law.
I miss being in front of a crowd, man. I like all you guys do. I miss at the end of the dinner shows we used to do. I was telling Elaine before we started. When people left, I used to shake their hand and thanks for coming, and we used to give them cards and promote the shows, and it was so nice, you know. And you know, I'd be able to shake the comedians, give them a hug or whatever, shake their hands, and now we can't do any of that.
You can autograph a mask and give them one.
Yeah, we can autograph a mask. Elaine, are you ready for one of your stories yet, or?
Oh, God. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I guess I can tell you one about when I was in LA. You know,
Sure.
that's, I don't know how funny this is, but it was a true story. I was dating one of the heads of CBS and of course, the comedy division, which that's all I did when I lived in LA. You know, CEOs, whatever. And anyway, he was a nice looking guy. He took me to dinner. We had a great time. And at that time, I had a studio apartment, which meant it was just one big room. And if you open the door, my front door, you're in my bedroom. So I have to be very careful, like with saying goodnight to guys that I don't want to come in my room. So anyway, I went to dinner with him, had a great time. I can't even say his name because I don't know where he is now. So he comes in. And I said, well, you know, I had a nice time, please, you know, go ahead and go home now. And he said, I just want to, you know, use your bathroom. I said, okay. So I went in my kitchen, which was the next room. I come out and I see all these clothes all over the floor. And there he is in my bedroom and he's posing his.
Oh my God.
The head of CBS comedy division.
Yeah. And I mean, I was an actress, you know, I mean, I'm like, okay, die. Or, you know, I was like, I didn't know what to do. Sex or die, sex or die. So I just said, can you please leave? And he goes, no, come on, just take off your clothes and get in the bed. I said, no,
man.
Oh my
being from
God.
Rhode Island and being Italian, I just went bonkers on him. I said, no, you're going home now. So I tried to pull the covers and he holds on to I have this big white down comforter and he's holding on to it for dear life. I open my door, I start humming clothes out into the hallway, and I'm dragging the comforter, and with this guy hanging out butt naked, you know, and I'm like, and it, you know, maybe if he was nicer, I don't know, a few more days, but no, I was just so mad, and I get him, and I finally, and he tries to come back in, and I'm kicking him, and I'm stuffing, I threw him and the comforter out, and slammed the door.
Jesus, Elaine.
I never got a CBS sitcom. Not even an audition.
Well, maybe back then CBS was like number 3. If it was NBC and they were number 1, maybe something would have been different, right?
Well,
Well, now women are running everything now, so I'm sure it'll be cool. All the Me Too ladies.
That's a good story, Elaine. That's a good. She's always got the LA stories, Elaine, when she comes on.
Oh, God.
Dutchess has got the South Side stories / North Carolina.
yes.
She's my comedy stepdaughter.
Yes, you already know. And I appreciate it.
She took the comedy class twice. And
Yeah.
Elaine took. We had a lot of fun. We were looking forward to doing it this September,
Oh,
but
yeah.
now we're not gonna do it with this going on, you know. But Lady D, some night you gotta sing a song for us.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, some night close it out, sing a song. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
How's your husband Tony doing? I love her husband Tony.
He's good. He just went down to the man cave.
We went down to the meeting.
And he didn't make me a
Oh.
drink either.
You usually have this giant drink. What do you got? Nothing?
He didn't make me a drink today. I might have to get up and go make one.
Go make a drink. Go ahead. Go make a drink. You gonna make one?
No.
At least he's not in LA.
Oh, that's true. I was wondering, is that the same guy they arrested over there for? What the heck is his name?
Oh, that really gross guy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein?
Oh, Harvey
Weinstein.
Weinstein. Maybe it was him.
Was that his name?
No, no, I was lucky enough never to meet him. I just saw him one time at his restaurant and walked by real fast, you know. But no, this was actually a young guy that was attractive, and I was a lot younger than too. But they just thought they could do whatever they want, you know. And,
Yeah, they
You
do.
still
and
do.
all said, okay. That's one job, you know. Like I said, death or sex, death or job.
Well, I gotta say, Elaine, I don't recall ever having a girl in my bed naked that I had to wrap in a comforter and throw her clothes out of the room and throw her. I've never experienced that, Elaine.
You're a gentleman.
They're in the bed and they're wrapped in a comforter and they clothes around the floor. I don't want to go into anything else, but I don't think I drag her out of the room.
Yeah. See, it doesn't work
That's
that
why
way.
you're my
when it's the
stepdad.
reverse.
If it's a guy, he's not gonna do that. If it's a girl, maybe you drag that guy out in the comforter.
Yeah.
If it's a guy, probably not. Right,
I'll
Mike?
probably
Have you ever
still-
dragged, or Dave? Have you ever dragged a girl wrapped in a comforter out of your apartment?
Not this week.
Not this one.
He's in quarantine.
Oh, God.
Darlene,
I'm quarantined,
have a-
so I can't. I can't.
Lies.
yeah, wait a few more days.
I should know in a day or two. I hope. Anyway, this is nuts.
So did you have the COVID test, the one that goes up in your sinuses?
Yeah, they stick
Oh
a Q-tip
my gosh,
in
John.
both of them, and it goes to the back of your head. I think
I was
it's
just gonna
unbelievable.
say,
Did you cry?
I had it done, and I thought they were taking a brain biopsy. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. I felt like that thing was going way in the back of my brain.
Yeah, I was in the hospital about 3 weeks or so ago, and they did it there, and I didn't have it, and now I got another one. So, God willing, I don't get this thing because I got the diabetes like Mike and the weight problem and everything. So I don't. Last thing I need is COVID. She's the
Yeah.
nurse, right, Larissa? You know that, right? We don't want to get that.
God forbid, no. No,
And
we don't
also-
want to get sick. We don't want to have side effects. No.
No.
Let
You
me
know
say-
what I think, Larissa? You know what I think we should do? Some night we'll have a Zoom. We'll go to Elaine's house. We'll get a giant. We'll sew together like 5 or 6 comforters. We'll have like a Zoom, like a Moonstone Beach used to be in. I don't know if it's still there, but everybody was naked on the beach.
Okay.
We'll all wrap ourselves in a comforter and we'll have Elaine drag us out of the house.
And we'll go by the pond and sing Kumbaya.
We'll go by the
challenge.
pond. The Lady D will be singing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'll be a
The
good
nurse,
one.
Larissa, will be taking our blood pressure. Dave will take our temperature.
No, I want to
Dutchess SS,
participate.
I don't know what you'll be doing.
Oh, yeah.
Darlene, when are you performing next time? I really want to come and see you.
Oh, thank you. Every Saturday night, I'm out on the plaza.
Federal Hill.
Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
And
Okay.
thank you for your service. I want to tell you, thank
Oh.
you. That's
Yeah,
a very tough
most
job. You have.
definitely.
It's always a tough job. Never mind now. Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So I hear they
Praise
don't
God.
valet your cars anymore, correct?
They do. You have to.
Oh,
just
they do now?
Drive down De Pasquale from Broadway. Drive down De Pasquale Street, and when you
Okay.
get to the end where they have like the road horses out there, drive right there. They'll valet you.
Oh my gosh, I would
Okay.
love to come and see you maybe next Saturday.
No, tell them you know me. They'll probably smash your car up or something.
Oh!
Was there a good crowd, Darlene? Was there a good crowd this last Saturday, last night?
This past Saturday was a little chilly out there, so the
Oh.
crowd was not like it
Oh.
normally is. But the last two, because I just started 3 weeks ago, they were extremely crowded. Matter of fact, the first one I was really upset with the first one too, because people were standing outside at the hostess. They have the hostess podium like on the sidewalk right outside of Venda, and then people were standing in line to go to the hostess, no mask, just clustered together. So now they have people out there to tell them, you know.
Yeah, you have some restrictions.
Yeah.
Dave, do you sing it all, Dave?
No, by request. I don't
Nothing,
sing by
huh?
request.
You only sing by request.
No, I don't sing by request.
Oh, you don't sing, no karaoke, nothing,
No,
Mike,
nothing. No, not even in the shower.
I can't picture
What?
Mike
Not
Cronin
even in the
karaoke.
shower?
No.
Everybody sings in the
They're
shower.
self-conscious.
No,
I did a Jay Giles song, a karaoke. The only one I ever did. It was awful. It was awful. I would never do it again.
You know, I will
can do
tell
comedy,
you.
but I cannot do karaoke.
I will tell you, John, that there have been times in my act where I have sang.
Really?
Really?
I have sang. And if you would like, I'll do it right now.
Oh.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No.
It's now or never. Tell me you're mine. Kiss me, my darling.
You're opening for Lady D next Saturday night.
Yay!
And Dutchess SS will be right with you, dancing next to you.
Now
Yes.
the key here
I
is
did a background dancer.
when I did that back in the day, it was much more, how do I put this? It had a very strong R-rated slanting to the X-rated version. I can't believe, John, you don't remember that, because I did it quite frequently in my act.
Wait, I just got back from driving 23 hours round trip to Cleveland.
don't remember
I don't
nothing.
remember anything.
I get
I don't
you.
remember anything.
I
I
get
was on
you.
a highway. I was just like, I was out of my mind. Everybody about like, have you drove a long way, Dave?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like
My
that.
son went to school in Phoenix. We drove from Phoenix back to Massachusetts in 3 days.
How many hours is that?
We did it in 3 days.
Oh,
Jeez.
I would have gave up.
He wanted to get home to see his girlfriend.
Oh,
So we drove like 12 to 15 hours a day, splitting the shift between the two of us.
Wow, you're a
Jeez.
great dad.
I was about to say, you're making me look bad, man. Like, I'm not doing that for my child.
You're making Dutchess look bad, Dave.
Sorry about that.
I mean, I'll come for the birthday, but I ain't taking you to go see another woman. No.
Exactly.
Oh, that's not good.
Lee, what do you got to say? What's going on?
No, I drove, was it 14 hours to go see a horse?
To see a horse?
Well, my horse.
Wow, you drove 14 hours to see a horse. You missed
Yeah,
the
because-
horse.
He's in Kentucky. He's at Old Friends Retirement Farm. He's was a semi-famous racehorse. And I had him here. And then when my mom got sick, I couldn't take care of both of them. So my friend helped me to get him into that place. And he's like in a living museum for thoroughbreds. And so so I drove down nonstop. And I had company, but I drove. And anyway, the whole way, both ways, and I was such a witch.
She dragged him out of the stall on a comforter.
I'm going through West Virginia, and so, they have this warning on saying, not, severe thunderstorms, dangerous thunderstorms with tornadoes. Here I'm going through the, the high hills, mountains. That's what they call them. And the whole car was blowing. People were going off the side, and it was just to see a horse.
Is the horse still there? Is the horse still there?
He's still there. And I was so happy to see him. I get so excited. He comes over. I give him a carrot. He gets a carrot. He looks at me. Goes, oh no. He goes away. And he goes in the middle and eats grass. I'm like, I drove all this way.
You drove 14 hours to watch the horse eat grass. Your horse.
Yes, watch the horse eat grass. You little jerk. No, but I just want to make sure he was okay. He's gorgeous. He's a really nice horse.
He's okay.
But anyway.
I never had a horse.
Yes. Huh?
I'm in Cranston. I had a beagle, but I never had a horse.
But guess where I kept him? In Cranston.
Where'd you keep him in Cranston?
Jot's Horse Farm on Leighton Knight Road. It's off of Pippin Orchard Road. in
Oh, yeah,
Western
that
Mass.
way, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful farm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's anybody else ever had a horse? The
I
Darlene lady.
Just a cowboy.
Lisa,
Never had a horse.
you never had a horse, and when you were in Russia, you never had a horse.
Cowboy, John.
What about when you were in
Number
Russia?
3 was a horse.
We have taxes.
I owned a Mustang.
Yes.
Dutchess, you ever have a horse, Dutchess?
Yep, baby daddy number 3.
You go, girl.
Good for you.
I ain't saying nothing.
Well,
What do you got to say to that bad boy of comedy, Mike
And where
Cronin?
do you keep him?
Well, you know what?
I had to take him back to the stable.
Wow.
What do you got to say? You're speechless, bad boy.
You know, that took me by surprise. It really did. I wasn't prepared for it.
It's my
I was
comedy
talking
stepdaughter. It's my comedy stepdaughter.
What do you
Crazy.
got?
You know,
I'm crazy. She's crazy.
And you know what? And I'm starting to have this, like, how do you put it in a good way? Liking her a lot. Liking her a lot. Like, I see in Janaya a young Tiffany Haddish.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Wow.
I see that. I see that. I've heard good things about you, Janaya. I've tried to watch your videos on YouTube. Can I give you some constructive criticism?
Yeah.
Don't put them up when they're all like this.
Yeah. I get so excited. I'm learning now.
Put quality video up there. Here's what I've heard about you. Great person, great heart. Doesn't get any better than that.
Funny too,
Not
and
yet.
funny.
Is she funny, John? Is
Very
she
oh
funny?
God, yes.
Very
Yes.
funny.
Because I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her, but I do. But the thing that intrigues me about you, young lady, is this: is when we did that last show, and I was telling the viewers about, we did my ministry, Laughter and Hope Ministries, went into the Thomas C. Slater, which is the juvenile detention center in Rhode Island. And I spoke about that 15-year-old girl, and you said, I want to talk about that if I can in your ministry, because that's me. And that, you know, if I can, John, for just maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
2 minutes.
That 2 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Editors are not going to be happy with that. Either will sponsor Brill Cream, but anyway, and Paula Abdul's gonna break up with him for saying that anyway. But Janaya, and how about that recall from memory, right, with being 62 years old? Janaya, that being said, that is what it's all about.
Minute to go. Go ahead, Mike. You got a minute. We give you a minute and a half.
You have a story, and that story needs to be told.
Thank
And
you.
why? Because there are young women, maybe young men out there that need to know that, hey, you know what? That was me. That was me. I've been there. I know what that feels like. And here's where I am today.
Exactly.
So based on what I just said, when John turns this off, I'm going to give you my phone number. I hope you call me up. And
Oh, most definitely. Most
hopefully
My
definitely.
comedy stepdaughter. You be good to her. Don't wrap her in no comforter.
Can you believe it? I am, oh my goodness, I can't believe he just said that.
I gotta watch out for her. I know Mike a long time. He's religious now. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hey, John.
Yeah, Lady
You
D.
asked if we had horses. I don't know if you remember that I have an alter person. I have other personalities. There's
Like
actually
me.
3 of me.
Yeah.
You don't remember Maria Natasha and her horse?
Oh, I remember Maria Natasha.
Yes. Would you like me to tell the story about Maria on her horse?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me see if I can wake her up.
Oh.
Hello, my name is Maria Natasha. One day I was in my country. I was riding my horse. And I ride through the desert. All of a sudden, I see a strange man. He come right towards me. He look at me. I look at him. He said, he pull his gun. He said, you. I said, me? He said, you. Get off of your horse. So I get off of my horse. And he says, now you pull your pants. I said, pull my pants. He said, yes, you pull your pants. So I pull my pants. He said, now you shit. Shit? You tell me to shit? I say shit. He look at me. I look at him. I see the gun. I shit. He said, now you eat your shit. And I said, eat my shit. And he said, eat your shit. I look at him. He got the gun. I eat my shit. He laughed so hard, he fall off his horse. He dropped the gun. I pick up the gun. I say, now you, son of a gun, you get up. You pull your pants. He pull his pants. I said, now you shit. And he said, shit. I said shit. He look at me. He see the gun. He shit. I tell him, now you eat your shit. And he look at me. He see the gun. He eat his shit. And I started laughing. You ask me, do I know Jose Morales? Yes, I know Jose Morales. Him and I had lunch together on the desert.
Oh, God.
There's Darlene Andrade, Lady D. Dave, how can we top that?
I can't. I can't. I had a big dinner.
You had a big dinner? You can't. What did you have for dinner, Dave?
We actually had chorizo and peppers.
Oh, all right.
We had chorizo and peppers with French fries. So I did it Fall River style. You put the French fries in the roll.
Yeah, you're getting me hungry. I feel like having hot wieners right now from Oni.
You can't. Anything, Dave, with chorizo has got to be good. You can't beat that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what else we got? What else are we talking about tonight before we wrap this up? Anybody got anything they want to?
How about right now?
Go ahead, Elaine.
Everybody's being crazy. Uranus is in retrograde.
What's that?
Uranus is in retrograde.
It will be after the chorizo and peppers.
No, if you're into astrology.
I am.
So it means big changes. But I don't know.
Elaine, are you a Leo?
Pardon?
Are you a Leo?
I'm a Libra.
So am I.
Oh, cool.
Pisces.
I'm a Scorpio.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, good. Good.
I was born under a do not enter sign.
Mine's lease to own.
I remember when I was a kid, my grandma, I'm just thinking of the story when I was really young. She had these stairs, like they were a million of them all the way up. And this guy across the street, they called him the professor. And he come over and told my grandmother, I fell all the way down the stairs, hit my head on the sidewalk. I went all the way down the stairs. I must have been a few years old. I think that's what might have happened to me. I don't know.
That's
I can't figure out what happened to me. Why I wound up like this, Dave. I don't know. I must have banged my head. Something happened, right?
You need chorizo and peppers. That'll fix it.
Chorizo and peppers?
Yeah.
That'll fix it.
You know what I think? I need to be in a comforter. I need to be wrapped in a comforter somewhere.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Where'd Mike Cronin go? I see his picture, but we don't see him. Mike.
Here's what I put it up there because this is my new headshot.
Good headshot.
And I want everyone's opinion. Do you like this headshot?
Yes,
Very nice.
I love it. Love it.
Nice car.
Mm-hmm.
Nice car.
Nice.
Nice car and nice picture, Mike. I like the tie. You look good. You look like
thanks.
you work at Radio Shack. It looks great,
Thanks,
brother.
Dave. You know what I like about it? I like about it that I'm relaxed. I got my hand on my face. It's showing my age. It's showing that my hair is not what it was at one time.
I'm done.
I would say that.
Right? Am I right, John? It's just me. It's just.
I love the hair.
It's
He used to have hair way down his back.
It's Grampy Mike as I am today.
And in 91, he was the bad boy of comedy, Hell on Wheels, the dirtiest comic around Rhode Island.
Oh,
Mike
boy.
Cronin turns into a Christian comic years later. Who would have thought? Well, we should show a video of the old days and a video now.
Oh,
Janaya, let me tell you something. If you toured with John and I back in the early 90s, you would say,
I would have been in.
This is not the same man today. Wow.
I already know.
We got a lot of stories, but we can't tell them tonight.
We have more stories than Carter's has pills. We really do. We really do. But what I do want to say is this.
Go ahead, Mike.
God has got everything under control.
Absolutely.
Thank God he's got everything under control. I don't want to get into politics. That's my cardinal rule. I'm glad God's got everything under control because nobody else does right now.
Amen.
And you know what?
We're out of control right now. I'm not blaming anybody, but Democrats, Republicans, Independents, we're out of control. That's all I'm going to say.
My pastor, if I could just take a minute, my pastor preached this morning.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Everything that's happening right now, do you get it? It's because Jesus is coming back.
He certainly is.
I hope he comes back by November 3rd.
And the question that we all have to answer ourselves is, are we ready for Jesus to come back?
I am ready.
I'm driving.
I am ready for him to open up a comedy club for us. Like, it'd be great. It'd be phenomenal.
Janaya, you know what I'm saying, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, well, we can't turn this into a sermon, Mike. This is the Comedy Factory Comedy Chat. We said no politics, no swearing, no racial jokes, and light on the religion. We gotta go. I feel like it's turning into Joel Osteen over there. Jesus is coming. He's gonna come down by November 3rd.
80 days from now.
You'll make a great pastor someday, but this is a comedy chat. I love Mike Cronin, but he gets that religion in. He loves that religion now, which is cool. I like religion a little bit too, but
a little bit too, but
right, Darlene, right, Darlene. Hear how he said that? A little bit too. A little bit too.
I'm not 100% a religious guy, but you're really religious now, Mike. Right? You're pretty religious.
You know what? I've known Jesus as my savior for my son's 38 years old. I've known Jesus as my savior for 35 years. And what he's done in my life is absolutely miraculous. And all I'm saying to everybody here on this chat today and those that are viewing is that what's happening right now, you got to scratch your head and say, you know what? Jesus is coming.
Thank God, because he can't get here soon enough.
But in saying that, thank God he can't get here soon enough.
You got a joke, Mike, you could throw in there?
No, I can't.
This is the Comedy Factory Comedy Chat.
Are you ready for him?
I'm ready, brother.
There you go. Praise God.
I hope he's ready for me.
Praise God.
Maybe he'll come to the hill.
God don't make judgment. He knows. God knows.
If he comes for a weekend, Jesus will get him up on the hill. We'll see Darlene. We'll all dance on the side.
Yep, he'll come.
We'll see the horse in Kentucky, Elaine's horse. We'll go see Dave's grandkids. We'll drive out to Arizona. We'll take Jesus to Newport where Larisa was, and we'll take him to North Carolina. What do you think? What do you think of that, Mike? We'll show Jesus. He knows the country, but we'll show him anyway.
Praise God.
As long as he comes when I'm wearing my makeup.
That's Mike Cronin.
That's funny.
What'd you say?
She said, as long as he comes and I'm wearing my makeup, she said, look at me. I don't even wear makeup anymore. Why?
Jesus loves us all, no matter what you wear. That's Mike Cronin. Dave Sinclair, what are you going to say to wrap it up?
Hey, I want to thank you, John. Thanks for the opportunity to be on. It was great meeting all of these wonderful people tonight. Really appreciate it, John. Thank you for the opportunities that you have given to hundreds of comics. through your career. And I
Amen.
really
Thank
appreciate it. You're a
Dave,
blessing to the comedy community.
you're the
Yes,
bomb,
Dave.
Dave. We're trying to keep Zoom going. Have something. I'll have all you guys on again. Elaine, what do you got to say to wrap it up? Any other executives out in LA that you? Any other stories with comforters or anything? I like those.
I know. Well, I probably have more, but I got to remember them. You know, I'm
Oh,
start
you got to
writing
remember
down,
them. Think about it for next time.
some good ones. But oh no, but thanks for having me on again, and I really appreciate everything. And yeah, you know, keep up everything, and stay healthy, everyone. That's the main thing. And stay happy.
Stay healthy.
Believe me, just trust something good's gonna happen.
Yeah, something good's definitely got to happen.
And her
Elaine,
kids'
thanks.
book is coming soon. Go you.
What do you got to say, Dutchess, to wrap it up?
Well, I just want to give a little quick shout out to my North Carolina family.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting me.
Hey, they're
And
all
thank you,
back
they
there. Hey,
kept me
guys and
quiet,
girls.
Yes. They kept the kids quiet the whole time. I'm so proud I'm inside.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right?
And Larisa, what do you got to say to wrap it up? I'm nurse, first responder.
Well, I want to say, John, thank you so much for keep inviting me to participate in your shows. And it's so nice to meet you all and nice to see some of you. And Darlene, I would love to come and see you, maybe next Saturday, maybe not, but I will be there.
That would be
Yes.
great. You better have a mask on.
Absolutely.
Okay. Booted and booted, baby. But I am going to two-step in my chair.
Darlene, Lady D, Darlene Andrade, what do you got to say to wrap it up?
Let's see. I want to ask Dutchess a question.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Are you anywhere near Morganton, North Carolina?
Morganton is like about maybe 2 hours, I think. I'm on the coastal Carolina. Right on the coast.
Because my son's
Yes.
out there. I would have been able to give you a free steak meal, you know? 'Cause my son's he's a trainer. He's a trainer for Longhorn. And
Oh.
they're just opening a brand new Longhorn out there, and he trains. He's part
Oh,
of
that's
the
what's
training
up.
team. And at the end of their thing, they invite people to come and eat for free. It's amazing.
You guys, I'm getting hungry for steak, chorizo
Thank you.
peppers, hot
Steak,
wieners,
peppers. Just
white
don't-
comforters. I'm all screwed up
Shit.
over here.
You forgot about the shit.
I'm hungry.
I don't know why. If I wake up tomorrow morning and I got a white comforter wrapped around me and my clothes are on some hallway, I'm gonna blame Elaine. That's all I
That's
gotta
my
say.
fault.
It's not my fault.
She's
This
the
is not my fault.
You didn't say anything about the food that Maria Natasha had with Jose
Yeah.
Morales.
You're crazy. Mike Cronin, you got the last word in this Lapalooza, whatever you call it, this comedy chat. What do you have to say to wrap this whole thing up?
John, I am humbled. I thank you for having me on this chat. It was a great chat tonight. It was great reconnecting and talking to you again, Larisa. Dave, got to meet you for the first time. Love your voice. Super radio voice. How you're not on radio is beyond me. Elaine, we've done a few shows together. It was great to reconnect and talk to you again. Darlene, I heard you sing. I dug into your videos. Wow. You have a gift that only God could give, and keep using it. God bless you, my sister. Janaya, Dutchess SS. Wow. I love your heart. I love your passion. I heard all good things about you today because I did have a conversation about you, and wow, I was so blown away by it. I pray God's favor over each and every one of you. In the name of Jesus, I pray favor over your families. God, direct, show the way. In the name of Jesus, amen.
All right, Mike. Everybody stay healthy. We're going to change the name of this show. It's going to be the Comedy Factory Comedy Chat featuring John Perrotta, co-host Pastor Mike. Because he throws... That's your nickname now. Pastor Mike is going to throw in his religious overtones, and Elaine's got the comforter, and we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
Are you telling us to pass the mic to each other?
Only white comforter.
Listen, you guys, everybody stay healthy. I've been laughing. It's been a good night for me. I just kept my mind off everything going on. I had a lot of fun. I love you guys all. I miss all you working with you guys, and that's it. Everybody stay healthy. God bless. See, I'm a little religious too, Mike. God bless.
God bless.
you.
I'll
Take
see
care.
you, kids.